Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see, then we see, then we see. What a year. What a year, what a year, what a year. We're going to do a meetup in LA on Manhattan Beach. There's 3 or 4 breweries there. We have to see which one can accommodate us. So they don't do reservations, but we'll see which one's busy, and then we'll post which one we can get into. So that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of people coming. Obviously, we'll be there for the Michigan game. Trading. Come meet people. Let me tell you some of the things comments that I get from people. We did this big meetup in Vegas. Some people got married. We did this meetup in Miami. 30, 40 people came. Then it ends up being 100 plus people. People bringing wives, girlfriends. So much fun. And you get to meet like-minded people, people that think like you, people that want to achieve things that you do. And then people become good friends because they live in the same area and they didn't know each other. So really, really good times. Okay? And we're going to try and do more this year in different locations if we can get around. Okay? It's all about travel. Today, what's happening with the market? Nothing really moving. Right back. Excuse me. Right back to nothing. Okay? So here's the thing. Everybody thinks they know stuff.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call yes 3?
No. And hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay, I won't do it.
Okay. So here's the thing, and this is what you got to learn. You have to learn to be completely unbiased. I'm the only guy that I know that's completely unbiased. I'm telling you, I don't know a single other person like me. But that's why I can do what I can do. Because it doesn't matter. If you have $5,000 in SMCI and it's going the wrong way, you're not going to go buy something that goes against SMCI. You're just not. And that's what the market you have. Tesla, I've said this 50 times in the last 2 months. The Tesla chart looks bullish. It's breaking every number. But the news is shit. It's complete shit. Okay? I don't care. And I see that, I went and bought a Tesla. It's packed. Okay? So what? I went here and everybody's buying a Tesla. Okay? Who cares? See, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is he going to raise prices or is he going to lower prices? What matters is his margin going to get better or it's going to get worse? Morgan Stanley, Adam Jonas, every week he's like, this is great and this is terrible and this is great and this is terrible. He doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't. He's lost it. Tesla is so good. It's doing this. It's going to do this. So I've told you guys 5 years ago that there's zero chance that full self-drive is coming out. Because let me tell you, if Tesla was close to zero self-drive, then Google's Waymo would be close. Intel's version would be close. There'd be 5 other versions that would be close. And not one is close. Okay? Things about Tesla that I've told you. He says, and this is why he's lost credibility. People used to, if he says something, the stock would rip. He says, you go buy a Tesla and you'll be able to use it for 20 years and you can get to buy a new battery pack. Nobody's going to buy a new battery pack, okay? Nobody wants a 10 or 15-year-old car. Nobody's paying $20,000 for a new battery pack put into a car with labor and give me a new car. They want a new car. People want new stuff, okay? But you can use it for a taxi and you pay us and your car will be driven around. Well, when's that going to happen? 5 years from now? Maybe 10? It's not even 1 week closer than it was 5 years ago. It's not here. So he has to start putting something. He has to have just one item. Oh, Cybertruck's going to come out. We're going to deliver 500,000 of them. Okay. He has to have one item where he gets the date right. And then he'll start to move. And people will like it. Nobody's saying Tesla isn't a great stock. It's not a great stock right now. See, that's the difference. And we only care about now. I don't care about it. Now, we got some calls because if their deliveries are good, they're going to take this to 272, 279. If the deliveries are bad, it's going to go to 221. Very, very easy to see. Okay, Boeing is trying to break up. Does Boeing go next week? Is it going to be the stock of the year next year? Maybe. Okay? Microsoft still hasn't released their numbers. So here's the thing. And I talked to some people at Texas Instruments yesterday. I called them up. Some of the people I know. High-level executives. And he said the same thing. He said, Sam, you were here 20 years. When has TI ever said to a vendor, not Microsoft, but any vendor, when have we ever said, oh, you want $30 for Copilot and we got 30,000 seats? Sure, no problem. We don't need a discount. They've never, ever, ever said that. Ever. If Microsoft says they want $1 million for just Windows, TI says you're going to get 700,000. And if they say, Microsoft says no, TI will say, we're not going to upgrade for 6 months. You're just not going to get paid. We'll be 6 months behind. And you're not going to cut us off. So they're not going to say yes to Copilot. And maybe that's why Microsoft hasn't given you a Copilot number. They're not going to get what they think. You're all delusional if you think that they're going to get. Doesn't mean they don't get 60% take rates or 70% take rates. They're not going to get 100%, and they're not going to get it at $30. Think about it. You use Microsoft on your computer, and you pay yearly. It used to be $99. They raised it to $119. How many people you think are going to go pay $500 a year outside of corporate? I would say less than 20%. But these are things that are very important because they haven't given you a number. Why? AMD hasn't given you a number on how many AI chips they've sold. Why? It's been a month. Lilly hasn't given you a number on how sold out Zepbound is. Or is it sold out? Or it's not sold out. Or they're not selling many because they're giving them coupons and the price is too high. They haven't given you this information. Why? Now, Microsoft comes out and says, oh, we're going to tell everybody 6 months ago we're going to charge $30. Our stock's going to go. And then it dropped $40 from there. If you're going to tell people 6 months before something even happens, then when it happens, you're not going to tell anybody anything? Doesn't mean I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. It just means why. So question. And you can become a great trader if you start questioning stuff. Okay? Caterpillar. Look at Caterpillar. The CEO told you 2 quarters ago is the best quarter they ever had, and he's never seen it that good. 3 months later, he said things are not as good. Okay? So it went all the way to 237, and now it's back to 292 because interest rate's going lower. Everybody's saying, oh, he's not going to cut even once this year. I mean, they're completely delusional. How do you follow a delusional person? It's just fascinating to me. He told you they're more apt to cut. And people are like, oh, he's not going to cut it off. Really? Unbelievable. Okay? But so we're near the end of the year. Nothing's really happening. Sam's sitting here doing almost nothing and just chilling. So relax. Tuesday, So this is very interesting. If we don't take out 4,800, 4,818 either today or Tuesday, and we drop 40, 30, or 40, you may be down 200. What doesn't break up breaks down. What doesn't break down breaks up. So just be aware. Doesn't mean that it's not going to go down 200 and in 2 weeks come back up. So people, all you chart people, everybody's telling me it's overbought. I mean, this is hilarious to me. I don't even know what this relative strength indicator is. I know what it is, but it's garbage. The market hasn't moved in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it's sitting here, 10 days. It hasn't moved, but a few points here or there. How does a relative strength not even change? That means, so let's say it sits here for another 6 months. The market relative strength is going to say, oh, it's still overbought. How many days does it need to sit here? See, these are why the algorithms, and you should burn every book, because everything has to change. Every book has to say, if you have a pandemic, you're not going to get a recession. If we don't get a recession. Are they going to say that? No. They're going to use a 1980 book, and that's professors are going to say, go buy this, it's $180. And it's okay to buy a used one from 15 years ago for $40. Because we don't read them anyway. I'm just going to give you my stuff. Okay? So understand that. That's what's going on. Does Bitcoin... So there's an article today that said Bitcoin can go down $20,000 once the ETF is approved. I have no clue. Coin keeps going up, huge, and I don't think they're going to make more money. So it becomes a short? I don't know. But not right now. Right now it's going up. So things to look for in 2024. Okay? NVIDIA. What does it do? Does it break up and do they guide up? But here's what NVIDIA has done wrong. Oh, wow. Sam's going to pick on NVIDIA now. Not picking on NVIDIA. I'm just telling you reality. He's given you, we're guiding up by another $2 billion. But he hasn't given you a number for 2024. So if you do $2 million and now you're going to do $8 million, and then next quarter you guide up and go to $10 million, give me a yearly number. If 3 quarters out you're going to drop by $6 million or $6 billion, NVIDIA is going to go to 350. If he gives you a yearly number and says we're going to keep at this pace, so if you do 10 million this quarter, even if you're going to do 10 billion next quarter and 10 billion next, 10 billion next, then you should be giving a $40 billion guide. And that's no growth. And the stock will do well. But if you're going to give me 10 million and 10 million, 10 million, 11 million, 12 million, and then don't give me a yearly number, they don't know. That's why it's not going up. Okay? Interesting. ADI. We talked about ADI. ADI is going to guide up. Direct competitor Texas Instruments. Okay? Means, does TI raise prices? Then you have Xilinx, which AMD owns, Altera, which Intel owns, as possible competitors. So do they all guide up? And do the chips all raise prices? Micron already told you that. That takes Micron up. That takes Lam Research up. That takes KLA up. That takes AMAT up. That takes Teradyne up. Okay? So just keep an eye on all that stuff. And Lilly, I don't know when Lilly breaks 603, but I would think it breaks it when a formulary, one of the insurance companies, says, we're going to accept it. Then it's going to go. Then it's going to go. Stocks of 2000, if NVIDIA, if AMD were to come out and say we're sold out for a year, it's at 200. It's at 200. Maybe 230. But they haven't said that. Right? They haven't said that. So it's very, very important. Avago, somebody sent me a message that says, Sam, Avago's not moving. It moved from 900 to 1120. It moved 220 points. While it moved 220 points, NVIDIA, who's 4 times the company of Avago, moved $10. Why do you think it's going to go another 200 points? Don't think that. Adobe, back lower. Because when these things miss, every single stock that missed, charting these guys. I did this analysis for 2 years. 95% of them never go up for 4 to 6 weeks. Then you can buy it because they'll go back up, but not for 4 to 6 weeks. So people buying Adobe 630s, it'll go back up tomorrow. Doesn't work that way. Takes 4 to 6 weeks. Okay? Okay, let's go to comments, questions. How was the rant today? We will probably do something for the Rose Bowl. Don't know. I will let you know. Okay? Once again, in LA, that'll be fun. Everybody coming. SPX is up. Hold on. Let me get to the screen. 17. Down a buck. Okay, so you got 47.81. You got 47.52 down. 4,800 up. 48.18 if everything goes. Avago needs 11.52 up. 10.91 down. Adobe needs 609 up. 581 down. NVIDIA needs 500, 503, 504, and it needs to hold 504. 509 is the accelerator now. Okay? Interesting. Lam Research can't get through 801. 801, 809. Lilly, 592. AMD, 151, 156. MicroStrategy. How stupid did MicroStrategy get? Not the company. The people buying the options. MicroStrategy. When is the last time it moved $100 from Wednesday to Friday? Give me one time it's moved $100. 2 days ago, Wednesday, the stock was at 650. The 750s for this week, $100 away was $3.50. They probably, I wouldn't have paid 5 cents for those. It can move 30, 40, 50. It's not going to move 100 points unless you get ETF news. Okay? Guys, 100 points is a lot. Avago moving 100 points is a lot. NVIDIA is not moving 100 points ever unless they come out today and say the ban is off. Well, it's not going to move 100 points. Tesla was a rarity years ago when it was at 2,000, 3,000. People would be buying 500 points away for $3. And 90% of those went to zero. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. It's hard to move 20, let alone 100. Afram, 52. Goldman Sachs, 388, 391. Boeing, 266 beast. China puts out a thing that all 100 737 Maxes are now being utilized. That means they may start taking deliveries, and that news may come. UPST, 51. Caterpillar, 301. SMCI, wait for 303 to come. Microsoft, wait for the news to come. Think about Dan Ives and all these analysts, and Dan Ives is the best of them, okay? Coming out and putting out nonstop, Tesla 350 goes down 10. Microsoft, 450 goes down. They're not going to go. You need the news to drive it, okay? Now, he's giving you a price tag for 6 months out, a year out, whatever, so he's fine. But Tesla's not going to go unless their deliveries are good. That's it. It's that simple. If Tesla deliveries are good, it's going to go to 280, 288. Okay? If Microsoft comes out and says we have 100 million customers, I don't know what they're expecting. It's going to go to 391, 400. If they don't give you a number, they're going to wait. They're going to wait. They're going to wait. They're going to wait. Okay? Okay, I think I got everything. That's what we got. That's what we got. Everybody, Happy New Year. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Come see us in LA. Take an Uber. What happens in LA? No pictures. Kidding. We'll take pictures. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat. Happy New Year, everyone.